It sleeps beneath the waves right now, somewhere in the Mediterranean, and it has never truly died. Not once. Scientists call it Turritopsis dornioida, who call it the immortal jellyfish. Some researchers believe this tiny creature, smaller than your fingernail, holds the secret to defeating aging itself. Picture a jellyfish the size of a pinky nail, translucent, drifting through warm coastal water. Nothing about it looks special. That's the first surprise. The most biologically impossible animal on Earth doesn't look impossible at all. By the time this ends, you'll know exactly how this creature cheats death, why scientists spent decades refusing to believe it, and what it could mean for human lifespans. Let's go back to 1988. A German marine biology student named Christian Sommer is studying jellyfish polyps in a lab, expecting nothing unusual. But his samples refuse to die. Instead of dying, they shrink. They collapse inward, and then, impossibly, they revert to an earlier stage of life, baby form, as if a butterfly turned itself back into a caterpillar. At first, this looks like a mistake. Contaminated samples maybe, a lab error. Sommer doesn't even publish the finding for years because it sounds too strange to be real. Other researchers try to replicate it, and it keeps happening. Every time. Dress the jellyfish. Starve it. Inure it. Instead of dying, it hits a biological panic button most animals don't have. This is called transdifferentiation. Its cells don't just repair, they transform. A muscle cell can become a nerve cell. A nerve cell can become a completely different cell type. Imagine if, every time you got sick, your skin cells rewired themselves into brain cells to save you. That's essentially what's happening inside this jellyfish. The animal collapses into a blob-like cyst, then regrows into a polyp, a juvenile stage of its life cycle. Then it grows all over again into an adult jellyfish. Same in DNI, younger biological age, but all. And it can do this again and again and again. This isn't just survival, it's a full reset of the biological clock. Most animals age forward in one direction toward death, with no exceptions. This jellyfish breaks that rule entirely. In theory, if nothing eats it, if disease doesn't destroy it, if the ocean doesn't kill it first, it has no natural expiration date. Scientists have a name for this kind of survival. Biological immortality, not invincibility. It can still be eaten, but it cannot die of old age. Its clock doesn't run out, it just restarts. The story gets bigger than one strange jellyfish in the Mediterranean. In 2015, Japanese researcher Shin Kubota became so consumed by this creature that he dedicated his career to keeping colonies of it alive in captivity, triggering the reversal process again and again under laboratory conditions. He documented over 10 cycles of rebirth in a single lineage, not survival. If a jellyfish can rewrite its own aging process at the cellular level, could humans someday do the same? In 2022, scientists sequenced the full genome of Turritopsis dornei and compared it to a mortal jellyfish relative. What they found stunned the research community. This species has extra copies of genes linked to DNA repair and stem cell renewal, mechanisms tied directly to how human cells age and break down. This wasn't science fiction anymore. This was a blueprint sitting inside real DNA. Suddenly, labs studying human aging had a new reference point. An actual living organism that had already solved the problem evolution usually loses. Human bodies are made of trillions of specialized cells working in complex systems. Triggering mass transdifferentiation in a person wouldn't create rebirth. Uncontrolled cell transformation like that already has a name in human biology. The real value isn't copying the trick directly. It's understanding the genetic machinery behind it, piece by piece. That's exactly what aging researchers are chasing right now, studying how these repair genes function, hoping to translate fragments of that resilience into slowing human cellular decay. Not full reversal, but meaningful extension. Does this jellyfish truly live forever? Not guaranteed, not untouchable, but biologically, its aging clock has no built-in endpoint, which makes it one of the only confirmed organisms on Earth capable of reversing its own life cycle at will. For most of history, aging felt inevitable, written into every living thing without exception. But drifting quietly in the ocean, smaller than a coin, is proof that nature already broke that rule once. The real question isn't whether immortality is possible, it's how long until we understand why.